is you're going to go right where the hand is, so between your thumb and your index finger. If you squeeze it together a little bit, the point that is the highest, the most prominent, I want you to press on that, and it's closer to the bone area. And if you're all stressed out and there's midterms and whatever else is going on, you'll notice that it's very tender, not so much for normal people. And this one is where the magic really happens. So for this one, what I want you to do is I want you to keep your shoulders anchored. This acupressure point stands for falling off the pillow. What that means is neck pain, migraines, shoulder pain, all of that stuff. So you got that today, you got yourself a nice deal. So keep your shoulders anchored and look straight ahead, and then move to the right as far as you can. And notice how far you can go, and try not to move those shoulders at all. And then come back to the center. And now do the same on the left side. As far as you can go, notice how far you can go, and come back to the center. Now I want you to do ear to shoulder, and try not to elevate your shoulder blade. Try not to elevate your shoulder. Notice how far you can go. Come back to the center, and do it on the other side. All right, come back to the center. And now, this is gonna be really fun. I want you guys to look at your hand. It doesn't matter if it's left side or right sided. And in between your second and third finger at the knuckles area, just go a little below the knuckles area. It's like in that very meaty area. And if you press on it really hard, for those with neck pain, shoulder pain, and whatnot, it's gonna feel tender. And try to press in like a circular motion downward. And we're gonna do this for another 30 seconds. Give yourself a little self-care massage. Almost there, keep on going. All right, y'all ready for magic? Okay, so I want you to keep your shoulders anchored, and I want you to go and rotate to the right as far as you can go. And notice how much farther you can go now after pressing on that acupressure point for not even a minute yet. Come back to the center, do the other side. Shake those heads, everybody. Come back to the center, and now try ear to shoulder. Come back to center and do on the other side. All right, raise up hands. How did it feel? What did you experience? Who wants to start? Come on, brave soul, let's do it. You.
I felt it, like as I was doing the pressure, I felt it in my neck, kind of just like, it's crazy, it's awesome.
Awesome. All right, what else y'all notice? Raise up hands. Brave soul, yes. Yeah? Awesome. It really improves the range of motion. Every patient that ever does it works super well. And this is one of the special things about acupuncture. A lot of people just think it's needles, and it's like, no, acupressure works really well. Doesn't always need to have needles, although needles have a longer lasting effect. And I'll give you an example of how acupressure is just so freaking amazing. It still blows my mind these days. So just last week, I had a patient come in, and she had sciatica, pretty severe, for the past 2 years. And her level on the pain scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most severe pain, was between 8, was about 7 to 8, which is very, very severe. For those of you who know about chronic pain, that's the kind of hell that you just don't want to live in. So anyway, she came in and said, I don't want needles at all. I just want cupping. Any of you guys heard of cupping before? All right, we got some people. Awesome. She said, I want cupping. And I told her, cupping can help release some of the glutes area and the back area. It will help, but it's not gonna really get rid of the pain. It's just not enough, and I know. So she insisted. She was like, no, I just want cupping. I was like, okay, we'll do that. I have to respect your wishes. And then at the end I said, I'm not gonna charge you for this. Normally I do. Could you let me do acupressure? There are no freaking needles, I promise to you. I'm not gonna stick a single pin or needle in you. And I showed her, I was like, this is just a little gadget. It's just a little ear seed. It's coated with 24 karat gold. You cannot possibly get allergic reaction to this thing. And I showed her and I was like, see, it's just a little pellet. We're gonna put it on your ear. That okay? And she was like, all right, we'll try that. So I put it right on her ear, and the most amazing thing happened. I told her, walk around, because when you walk, that's when your sciatica really flares up. Like, push yourself. I'm right here, I got you. So anyway, she walked around in a circle around the treatment table, and next thing you know, she looked like a totally different person. She actually said, 0 out of 10 is my current pain. Her husband looked at it and said, my God, I've never seen my wife without pain. This is like the craziest thing in the world. No needles or anything. So anyway, she said, yeah, we're gonna send you lots of patients. We're gonna keep coming back for you, of course. But it was just beautiful. It just illustrates one of those things where you don't always need needles. We got tons of stuff in our toolkit. All right, next one is another fun one. These are geared towards students because we sit on our butts a lot. So a lot of us have back pain, happens. Some are nodding, saying, yeah, I got it today. You're in a perfect place. So what I want you to do is I want you to stand up, loosen up those muscles. Come on, shake it off with me. All right, y'all taller than me now. Okay, so I want you to keep your hip in this position. I don't want you to move it. And I want you to go and twist to your right without moving your hip. Let it be firmly planted on the ground. And notice how far you can go. And then come back to the center. And now do the same on the other side. All right, come back to the center. And now what you're gonna do is, everyone, you can see there is a hand. I hope you have two. And between your second and third finger, if you go where you were earlier, but go further down and right before you hit the bone in that meaty area, that's one of the points. The second point is between your fourth and fifth finger, and between the knuckles, you follow the path downward until you're right about to hit the bone. And you press these 2 points together with your second and third finger. And you press on them together in a circular motion. Press down as deeply as you can. And if you have back pain, this is gonna be tender for you. I see some nods saying, yeah, I feel the tenderness. We're gonna do this for another 30 seconds. Another 10 more seconds. You guys didn't think there was going to be a magic show today. I am here to entertain as well. All right, I'll have y'all let go. Now I want you to go and do the same motion to the right side again as far as you can, and notice how much farther you can go. Now do the same on the left side. And all of you are now going to owe me $200 for that. You guys can sit back down now. All right, volunteers, raise of hands. What was it like for you? What did you notice? Brave souls, come on, let's do it. I'm going to start picking people soon. There we go. Go for it.
I mean, a whole lot less resistance on the second time.
Uh-huh.
Unexpected.
Good job. Awesome. Absolutely. Who else? Another one person. Come on. Someone raise their hands and share their experience, please. Would you like to?
thinking like my hips definitely were like a lot easier to move. And, like I was able to keep them stationary and make like a lot of progress, like turning around compared to like the first time.
Awesome. There you go. That's acupressure, guys. Isn't that amazing? No needles, no nothing. Oh, thank you. About to show over. One more. So for those of you who have back pain, and if that first 2 points was not enough, or you're in class and you need to kind of just like write notes and whatnot, and you want some other easy access point, like right where your elbow is, you just kind of move down just a little bit. It's in that forearm area, so when you put it in this position, just right against the bone, that's another really good point for back pain. And the story of this is that I was at UCLA's medical school, and they had an integrative medicine class there too. I took that after I took this class at Berkeley, and I just couldn't get enough of integrative medicine. I thought it was amazing. So I went to UCLA for their summer school because I wanted to try it out. Anyway, I had some back pain that day, and my professor, we were at the East-West Medicine Clinic, and he said, I need a volunteer with back pain. And I was like, oh, take me. I got pain right here. And he pressed, and like, my God, it felt like, oh my gosh, it's like so tender on me. I was like, this is insufferable. What's wrong with you? And why aren't you pressing on my back? Why are you pressing on like my arm? And so he was like, just bear with it. Like, and everybody was staring at me, and I was just like, I want to get my arm off of you over here. And so he let go after about a minute, and he said, move around, try it out. And I was like, ooh, I feel so much lighter. Like, my back feels really good. Like, what the heck? No needles, no nothing, just acupressure. And I was like, okay, you got me. Like, I'm sold. This is pretty amazing stuff. I want to learn this. I want to help other people. Definitely want to help myself while I'm at it too. So that's the story of that. Another really cool acupressure point for those of sinus problems and just regular people too is you go to, this is the nasolabial fold, as you can see from that picture over there. And right outside of the nostrils, if you just press on that, and even for regular people do it, you'll feel the difference. Everyone's got whiskers on right now. Check out your neighbors. This is what whiskers look like. And if you notice, you'll see that you're kind of breathing better now. It's easier to take a deep breath, and it feels more clear. Nod of heads if you felt that way. Awesome. So next time that you've got a stuffy nose when you got a cold, just remember, cat's whiskers works really well. And this is a little thing from UCLA's oncology center. So they treat patients with cancer, and they talk about how acupressure can help with that. Acupressure can help manage headaches and digestive discomfort. It can help relieve pain really well, as you have noticed. It improves fatigue. It strengthens the immune system. It relieves stress, anxiety, insomnia, forgetfulness, and palpitations. Does that sound like what students go through right around finals time? Not saying you're cancer patients, just saying acupressure can help you too.